welcome to another evening of spectacular racing, and 19 drivers on the grid tonight. Monza as it is, so we're not too sure. It is a bit cloudy at the moment. We had a previous session of a little bit rain, so yeah, this is going to be definitely a little bit of mixed weather for tonight's racing. And yeah, let's hope everything will be running smoothly. Unfortunately, David could not join us due to technical difficulties. Yeah, it's not something that we want to have. Quickly double check our YouTube stream. Alrighty, one is up and running. Let's double check the LMR stream. And we are live. Okay, cool beans, sorry for the quietness. Righty. We are going to minimize that one. Chats. JP, hallo, wat sê jy nou? Welkom. Jy nou op die baan wees vanaand nie, my chom? Wanneer dan, hoekom is jy nie op die baan nie? Wat gaan aan? As enige iets van die sien op die stream of die sound wat bietjie kakkerig is, gee ons 'n skreeu. Okay, Twitch chat is up, everything else is up. So far so good. Righty. I think 28, there we go, 28 is on the table. Still out there. Shane still needs to do a little bit of adapt times, but there, this is luckily all free practice. So let's see how this goes. It's very quiet without David tonight, but yeah, 45 minutes of racing. Let's hope we can have some good clean racing like we did in the last two events. JP, hoekom is jy uit vanaand met hom? Wat gaan aan? Is jy nie by die huis nie? Of het jy ook technical difficulties tonight? Soos my Engels wat nie wel lekker werk vanaand nie. Oh, what a Monday. What a month in Monday. Right, Shanahan still 148.995. watching Stoffberg. Here we go, Shane far behind Juan at the moment. Let's see what's happening. Looks like everybody's on track. Mawa and Pretorius still on the pits. Send some messages out to get communication. Club event. We got 20 guys in the lobby. Righty, another 2 minutes left. Monza, yes, September. We got 7 minutes quali for both pro and silver. Nice 45-minute race. Andrew pit stop for fuel, but if it rains, obviously tyres are playing a big role in tonight's race. So yes. Sy JP bietjie op vakansie. Nee maar lekker man. Skole sluit eers Vrydag. Maar niks fout met 'n bietjie aftyd nie. My tyd kom volgende week op Sondag slaan ek kamp op vir 4 dae. Saam met die kinders. So ja, ons gaan ook 'n bietjie kampeer en vakansie hou. Maar ja, my werk hou nooit op nie, so dit gaan maar altyd saam met my. Net 'n telefoon is 'n bitch. Maar nou ja. Lekker op 10 plekke. Okay, hoe lyk die stream op jou kant? Ons gaan volgende jaar bietjie groter kwaliteit doen. Finansies laat die netwerk nie heeltemal toe op die oomblik nie. We are getting there. Something in the pipeline. Breaky pushing hard that forward to second position. This is going to be fun tonight. Rain a little bit in the back, but obviously practice are coming back to an end now. So let's see what's going to happen for qualifying. I think we are definitely in for low 50s, sorry, low 49s, depending on server settings. Still out on track. Yeah, so Shane going to first position for the practice session. Not too sure with what a fuel load they were doing this, but definitely going to be top. I want to say top 5, 6 guys are going to be very, very close, depending on that chicane. And as we all know, double penalty points for the incidences on the first lap. It's not something that you want to have on your side at the end of the race. That can make and break you on points. Feels like I must get some music in the background or something. Ooh. So going to cut a little bit grassy on the course. I think it looks a little bit long. Not too sure if it was his plan. keep pushing hard. But unfortunately, Shane has done an extremely good job doing those low times. Alrighty. I'm sure Callan's going to be in the mix of the top 6 at least. Yeah. Interesting race tonight. Visaki hasn't been with us for a while, but yeah, seeing him top 5 practice could play a role. I'm not too sure if he can keep the pressure,
go, go, go.
But let's see who goes out in quali. To get this going. Alrighty. So the guys are jumping out. Let's see. Oh, these sausages are just the worst. And that can make and break you, definitely. One out from Stoffbrand, one out. Down. So he puts the first lap on the board, and what will that time be? For 1:52.3. Let's call a lap time out. These guys FM sound is louder as your voice. Shanana Machom, thank you. Dit verander ons gou so. En dan Asai, laat weet as dit bietjie beter klink. If not, why not? Dankie JP. Righty, so I called the 1:52 something, first lap qualifying. Let's see who's going to do us proud in the silver division. You freaky is ja. Dankie Mater, dankie vir jou. Freaky is silver in the club and yeah, silver in MSA. Yes, okay. His brother Jan Buitenbach also just joined us the other day, so yeah. Two brothers decided to get the stream going. Where is Mr. Sniper tonight? I am not seeing Mr. Leher. Waar Almost done for now. Alrighty, Rousseau with a 150. Go 49.9. Fisaki is lus vir die ding vanaand. Fantastic. I must say definitely the Ford has got the hand on this main straights of Monza. You know, it can be dry now and we can all start on a wet track for the race, so yeah, anything is possible. I'm hoping these guys has got a wet setup loaded. Get these wheels rolling on the track, especially when it's wet. And these curbs are not your best friend, especially in the last sector. So JP, waar is julle met verlof my chom? Waar by die see van die Bosveld? Nothing else on the chat groups at the moment. Pierre Groenewald is not there either, so with Lahore and Groenewald not there, leaves us on 22 guys. It's me, David, who's just left. 24, 25. Yeah, unfortunately, circumstances has changed. Where is Don? Alrighty, the guys will now most probably jump. Ooh, got a Lambo completing the sausage curbs. Yep, cutting a little bit of grass. These guys will now obviously jump to the pits, while the pros will be going out. Isagi, you're gonna need a new bumper after cutting all that grass, Mitchell. It's okay. You don't want to do that in the race. Alrighty, the guys are jumping back to the pits, and the pro guys are shooting out to do their 7 minutes of, let's jump on. Helen is here in the middle behind a Lexus. But well done for Fisaki. 149.5. Ricky not far behind him. Jan's beams just jumped, skyrocketed all the way to the top. That's not gonna see any of our guys. We've got Sanders as well in the red, so let's hope they stay in the race and not take one or two guys with him. Alright, these guys dropped a little bit, so yeah, not too sure where they're based. Porsche on the road, John. Alrighty, and who goes over the finish line to start their lap? Shane. Okay, well. There we go, everybody's ping is luck low. Trying to who's Jay Saunders is first on the track. He's testing his lights. I'm not too sure if he is planning to have a little bit of a dark event tonight, but you never know. He's out first, hopefully on a flying lap. No, no. Then we've got Dean, followed by Shane. Let's see who's going to be doing what. Yeah, 48 is definitely going to be on the table again. Track is fast, not optimum. Track temperature of 27. Track temperature of 34, sorry. Okay, lap times are coming up now. You can see here. Shane Kutzer, Rart Brein, see who comes in. Shannon 148.9. SDR Esports, good. Team Alan R. Team SBR, everybody top 5. Fantastic. I think Shane is going to be pushing a little bit harder. Even Gerard's maybe going to be pushing a little bit harder. He is behind Shane, so yeah, he needs to push and make up for a little bit of lap time there. Yeah, it's all about the motion on the last sector and the last chicane. Keep the speed, keep the momentum. Alright, Saunders moved up a little bit, so Saunders and Dean is going to give each other a good chase. Shane has moved up to 3rd position. The Brain moved up into 4th position. There we go. Oh, this is going to be fantastic. LNR, SPR, SDR Esports. Unfortunately, Monza is known for the first chicane. Complete stuff up, especially in the midfield to the backfield. But you never hope. Let's hope everybody keeps their noses clean tonight and just keep the first lap as clean as possible. JP, yes, let's go SBR, yes sir. So like a team, good team, mixed team, pro and silver. A lot of practice together, a lot of time. Shout out the Brainers heading up, with everybody assisting and helping each other out at SBR. Alrighty, the last guys are pushing the last lap. Only 11. Galen Mawa. Not too sure if he didn't find his rhythm yet. I don't know, he can always pull a little kitty cat out of a big hat. In top 10 again. Actually top 5. Righty. Some guys decided to do for another lap. I'm not too sure if that kart's gonna fly. Let's have a look. And then only one position up. In could see a second position. Oeh, dit gaan lekker interessant wees hier voor. Alrighty, we're gonna jump to the not too sure who to spectate on the first lap. .44 seconds left. I don't know if they can make it all the way to the finish line. Julle manne moet druk, jong. Alrighty, and they are making it. Everybody else looks like they're still in the positions. Shane moved up to second position. Fantastic. STR first and second. Alan R third, SPR fourth position, and SPR fifth position. Yeah, SPR is definitely a little bit more top 10, but 45 minutes race, anything can happen. Lekker boys. As you can see, like a mixed field. Next is Ford, Ferrari, top 7. Galen is Aston, McLaren's 10 and 11th. And then the Porsches together, Button and Stoffberg. It's like a battle, I think. They're very close on lap times. France and Marco. Funny Ruan van der Walt, 14th. I don't know if he had enough practice time, but he's always top 5 at least. But it is what it is, and unfortunately JP is still having a little bit of a holiday, feet in the air and a beer in the hand, not being here tonight. But yeah, let's see where we go with this. Ek moet seker 'n knoppie druk hierso. I think we need to stay on Dean for the first lap. So that if I don't think Juan and Shane will have a match up, but the Ford, the Ferrari, well, all the Fords and the Ferraris. They just need to make it stick. Sorry, Kalen. Yeah, every time he jumped to the practice server and it was raining, and now the sun is a little bit out, the track is optimum, track temperature down to 23. No sounds of rain yet for the next 30 minutes, so anything is possible. Unfortunately, yeah, wet setup with dry tires is not always the right thing to do, but you can get away with it by opening the air ducts, the brake air ducts, and so forth. But not lekker. Sorry, Kalen. Alrighty.
30 seconds.
30 seconds it is. While they're doing
20 seconds.
hot lap, I should actually do one of these, which I haven't done.
10 seconds.
And then obviously Booster. Ek moet seker die knoppie druk nie. No. Alrighty. Off they go. Warm up that lap. Those tyres. You can see it is going to be. It's getting a little bit dark. It's a nice field for tonight. Yeah, you clip the sausage curb just at the wrong place and the shit is loose. So we always try and fine cut it as much as possible and not to lose any time. Okay. I say again, different liveries tonight. Looking good. I think the Fords from behind is definitely going to give a good chase. Dean, Freaky, even Fisaki, I think, yeah, definitely going to give a good chase and have a couple of good battles. Don't forget about the two Porsches. Don't forget about the Porsches. Never. Yeah, and it's not easy to get your tire temps up straight away on Monza due to the long intervals between the corners. Just to try and keep the temperatures up. I think Shanahan is just on the brakes, warming it up that way. I'm not losing a lot of thread on the tires. Alrighty, last corner. You can see everybody lined up nicely. Alrighty. Let's let's have 45 minutes of clean, good racing action tonight. Alrighty, we are on Dean on 3rd position, trying to get all the action. And as we know, this first chicane can all make or break your race completely.
Green light, give it all you can.
Off we go, green lights it is. Using first on the brakes. Everybody gets onto the brakes. Brake, 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 brake. Righty, so far so good, so far so good. 1-2 going over. Oh no, Ferrari. Kyle. There's a McLaren over the sausage curve. Back. So far so good. Alrighty. Shoutouts definitely pushing. Doesn't want to lose any. Ooh. Out braking himself there. That would have been Shane. Dean right behind him. Well done, keeping the pace, keeping the pressure. Not too sure if Shane's knee is back to normal. He had an incident a couple of weeks ago. But you never know. Maybe it's just a little bit of concentration. Righty. Too many yellow flags on the map. Everything looks good. Somebody's in the pits. That be me? No. Ron Mostert. Not too sure what happened there. But let's just double check the replay. Alright, first lap completed. So far so good. Everybody's still nice and bunched up. The 3 top guys definitely pulling a little bit further away from Gerhard. Gerhard and Visagie. Oh, Shane again on the brakes. Not too sure if he's missing it. Kalen overshooting again. Unfortunately, Dean getting into 2nd position. Shane, concentrate on those brakes, mate, chum. So back to the garage. Let's quickly have a look. Shanahan did the first lap. Let's have a look here. Visagie chasing down Gerhard. Everybody's falling in line. Freaky still finding rhythm. Catch up to Visagie. A little bit of a dust there at the back. I think Cannon's setup is not lucky for this dry event. He went with a wet one. Gap a little bit bigger. Rick is definitely going to be chasing down Saunders. Shanahan's definitely pulling a little bit out from the guys. Shane not giving up to fight for 2nd position. Those brake markers, Mitchell. All it is. Gerhard, definitely these 2 guys. Let's see what Shane's going to do. Did find his brakes this round. And he's definitely on top of Dean. Niels Struble drive through penalty. Mostert still in the pits. Not too sure what happened there. These 2 oaks definitely giving each other a good battle. Freaky not far behind Saunders. Let's have a look a little bit further down the field. Rest is all a little bit spread out. And Buitenbach behind Helen. Everybody finding a nice rhythm. At the moment it's going to be fighting for second position, second and third. Shannon having lekker clean air in the front. Rain, the gap between them is a little bit bigger. Freki Visagi needs to chase down the brain. And you don't want that gap to grow too big. There we go. Shane trying to look on the inside, and he, ooh, a little bit of a touch, and they both, oh no, spin out, unfortunately for Shane. I'm not too sure who did not see who, or the radar was probably on, but they did touch, and unfortunately Shane spun out onto the grass. To look at the guys out of the brain, moved into third, still far behind Mr. needs to get him. Helen needs to make the pass for Freki, the midfield. Lucky, JP, jy kan het wees hier my chom. Unfortunately, side by side on the first chicane of Monza is not the friendliest place to be honest. But Freki chasing down Mawa, which is chasing down Freki, Jan Buitenbach, Freki's brother, chasing down Kalen Mawa. Kalen is chasing down his brother, Freki's Jan's brother, Freki. That means there should be a para. Shane unfortunately now down to 9th. Still got 37 minutes and a pit stop strategy to work out correctly. To end the top 5. We know he's got pace, he'll definitely make a pass on Jan. There we go. If Jan is going to let him have the same thing, are we? No. He's not giving up that position. There's somebody cutting grass. There we go, Visagi. Gap is growing a little bit more, but the fight is still here with us. Let's have a look. And I'm sure Freki is not going to give Helen any. He's going to make that ford so wide. After this lap, they're definitely running low wing, very little wing, and that asked him to keep up with that Ford and slipstreaming as hard as he can. Would he make a pass? Oof. Side by side they go for the first corner. Alan definitely not making it easy, hoping that Ricky will maybe overshoot, but keeps it all together. And in the background, Shane and the other Buitenbach is having a good fight as well. Very, very interesting. Dean just did the fastest lap. He stole that from Shanahan. He's still call it 3 seconds behind Shanahan, and so forth. So yeah, Saki has definitely gained up to Gerhard. Looking at the times, SJP definitely good racing here in the midfield, as we are watching at the moment. And now the other Buitenbach has catched up to to Kalen as well. So yes, this is where the fun is. I'm just checking on Gerhard and Sanders. Sach has made the move on Gerhard. Yes, he did. Alright, we definitely missed something there, but good for them. But this is also a good fight. Everybody is just there. If you slow out the corner, the next guy will catch up to you. Jump back to Kalen. Alright, he's in between the two brothers. Another 33 laps. We're trying to catch up. It's so crucial to have your brake markers for that first chicane. As you can see, it's getting a little bit darker. And to see those brake markers is not the easiest, especially at night. But the Brain and Sanders, look at these lap times, they are exactly the same. That Dean's nose, has he been in a little bit of a prank? If I'm looking at his nose. Okay, Visagi a little bit further down the field. Here we go, we got Gerhard again on the inside. Oh no, that wasn't. Yes, Visagi, wie is daar in die stuk in elkaar? Mostert, could be Jordan. Okay. Dean's car is shone on. Alrighty, let's quickly have a little bit further down the field. Side by side action. Key in between. Oh, there's a little bit of a touch. Oh, there's a big touch. There's a big touch, unfortunately. I'm not too sure who's at fault there. That is Gerhard. Unfortunately. There's Freaky. Oh, and there's another take. Oh no, not too sure. I was looking at the lap times. Who did what there? Freaky. He's gone through Secretarius. Freaky's car looks battled. Not too sure who has done what. Fortunately, the replays will show that. Galen straight to the pits, not too sure if he was involved there as well. Shanahan doing the quickest lap at the moment. Let's just quickly jump back on track. Shane Kutzer moved up to 5th position due to all the accidents. Down to 18. Gerhard has left us. Becky's still here. too sure who we left, who's left us, but unfortunately, I'll just jump back to the pits and start all over. Points is points. Your car is that damaged that you cannot get back to the pits. Righty. To the midfield here, we've got Jan Buitenbach chasing down Shane Putzer. Not too far behind. Sanders chasing down Visagie. In here in the middle. Not really catching Shanahan. Dylan, sorry about that. Just ping pong. Oh man. I couldn't really exactly see who did what, where, who outbreak, what happened. But yeah. Definitely ping pong on my side. 148.7 for Shanahan. Fastest lap of the race so far. Not too far behind Dean Sahi. There's another yellow dot on the screen. Wie gaan daar wees? Alright, Galen, sorry about that, Tom. Sanders is chasing down Visagie. He's definitely closed that gap dramatically. Kellen, yeah, we had Gerard and one of the slow guys, I don't know if it was Jordan or Mostert as well, that took each other out in the last lap. And then I'm not too sure what happened with you. Incident with Freekie. You guys were all bunched up very nicely. The two Buitenbach brothers. And Shane followed closely, but yeah. He's remembered to save that incident and send it to the admin. Righty, so we still got Sanders chasing down Visagie. And I'm sure Visagie is sweating at the moment, having these Ferrari lights. Let's quickly check if we can jump on Saunders. Oh, come on, buddy. No, I'm not. Come on. He's down yet. Forward. Close, keeping on the slipstream. Has he got the legs? Has he got the legs?
The pit is now open.
Good for you, John. Trying to keep it. Now the Ferrari can brake late, but don't mess up. It's very, very close. Check the lap times. I'm looking behind them, the cars are a little bit spread out. This is a good battle to watch at the moment. Oh, some sausage bird. Not good. Race pit window is open for the next 7 minutes. Ryan is really keeping up to this Ford. pits already. Get the momentum. There's nobody behind him. Gaan ek die regte knoppie moet kry. Right. Let's jump back here. Those two are very close. So here on his own, Hopper moves up very nicely. Through penalty for Kevin. Mustafa Saki jumping into the pits. I think he doesn't want to keep it to the last minute of the pit strategy. That moves Saunders up, but you never know. Two leaders, Shanahan and Dean, just enjoying their own little race, own little air pockets. No pressure, no nothing, just clean air on the track. He moved up. I didn't really see a lot of him in the first couple of half an hour of the race. Saki's still in the pits, or did he leave? He's out eventually. But a lot of guys still needs to pit. So leaving the pits. It's at 8th position, followed by Charles Pretorius. Ricky unfortunately down 4 laps in the pits. I don't know if he DC'd, but I see his ping is quite high. Not too sure what happened there. Alrighty. Plus he still needs to make his stop Stoffberg in his Porsche. Like a battle scars. Steekom papa, steekom. For meneer Roy. Saunders jumping into the pits right now. Let's quickly see where Fisagi is on the track. I don't know if that's going to be a splash and dash. What the pit strategy was like.
We are halfway through, keep pushing.
Saunders just pulled in now. Fisagi coming to the last corner. Saunders are leaving the pits. Oh, this is going to be tight. Oh no. Saki making a chase. Saunders is definitely out the pits, and I think that gap is unfortunately still too big for these guys. For Fisagi to get his position back, but unfortunately it is what it is. Righty, well done Saunders. Dean obviously had a little bit of traffic going through the field. Shanahan. Ag man, dis lekker om Alexis te ry. Everybody made their pit stops. Question would be here. Duplessis. Third position. He's got a Lambo in front of him. He's most probably going to lap at a so. He's Lambo. And he has got, was it 2 minutes left to do pit stop? Is he going to jump in right now? Yes he is. Saunders is 17 seconds behind him. Unfortunately, I think Saunders are going to jump back to third position. Yeah, he hasn't stopped yet. Saunders is coming through. He's just finished the last corner. There you can see on the corner. And there he makes the pass on Duplessis. seconds behind him is Visagi, so Duplessis obviously is going to fall back to 5th position. Come on, Shane. And he's also just gone past Duplessis. He's only leaving the pits now, so yeah. Shanahan still needs to pit. And I think he's definitely going to come into the pits right now. There's not going to be enough time left to do another lap. But there is way more than enough time between him and Dean. Yeah, with pit, my chum. I'll say. Oh, I nearly thought he was going to go straight. Righty. Dean is all the way up there. So this is going to be maybe a little bit of a battle. When Juan exit the pits. Oh no, oh no. Another ping pong session. Dean is not going to be happy with that result. His car is jumps to the pits. Sorry, Dean, that is unforeseen. I don't know who in that Ferrari is taking you out, but that was definitely not worth it.
The pit window is closing now.
Oh man, look at this Arfenta on the list here. He's the only guy that hasn't went to the pit yet. Oh crap. Sorry, Dean. Not too sure who did what. There's a Ferrari in there right now. That would have been Sanders. Did Sanders take out Dean? Not too sure. That will be an incident again for the COC at the end of the event. Shane moving back to 3rd position, followed by Charles Pretorius just hanging in there and enjoying the race. I didn't see any massive battles, but yeah, he was just there in the midfield and just letting the guys battle it out, and he just made the moves. I mean, lekker man, lekker. Jan, and then we got Duplessis. Just want to see. Okay, Dean is still in the pits. Mostert. It's Mostert with his yellow and silver Ford here in the middle of the match. 3 laps down. And we got Jordan. Just 2 laps down as well. Not too sure what happened there. Mr. Neil Struble. JP Wreckfest Racing. Yeah, it's not. Yeah. We can't call it that, unfortunately. At least this is not a multiplayer race where everybody just decides to take everybody out. Accidents do happen. Concentration gets lost. Unfortunately, yeah, you ruin your own race with somebody else. So not lekker at all. Alrighty, so Visagi is right there. Shane, my chum. No, wat maak julle vanaand, my chum? Leave the sausages. Alright, he's hanging in there. I was hoping he's going to catch. He's not going to catch Visagi at all. Callan, yes, definitely. This is, I think, one of the worst races for the whole season. As you say, ping pong, Wreckfest. Yeah, and we know Monza is unfortunately one of those tracks where this is happening more often than any other track, so a little bit unacceptable from from the drivers. But again, concentration, pushing hard. You know, it's end of the year. There's a lot of things, but yes, dis nie lekker nie. Alrighty, Charles Pretorius getting definitely some points in this race. Battle scars there on Stoffberg's Porsche. You see, not far behind Jan. I wouldn't say a little bit of more action, but yeah, now the field is a little bit scattered. But it's not worth it. Dis nie lekker nie, dis nie lekker nie. Righty. This little group can catch up to each other. You see it's definitely closed a little bit of a gap on Jan Buitenbach. Let's catching up to Stoffberg. Jump on board. Who's cutting grass? Kevin is cutting grass. Come on, guys. Just to give him the gap, not too much pressure, not his own mistakes, which will fit in section and then dark to the right, that's it, fantastic, way too late. Let's quickly so fast. France. Just listen to that Porsche. Sorry, France. Chasing down Reichenbach. We went wide there, down all the bars. The track is tipping, there we go, track is down to 22 degrees. That's optimum. I think this gets just a little bit too cold. It's about 9 minutes left of the race. Beter, nee. Eens. But yeah, Kalen, you'll record that, let's give the guys the penalties and hopefully you will, yeah, everybody needs to learn somewhere, somehow. I think Freek is feeling the same, Gerard de Bruyn's feeling the same. It's just not worth it. Putting in the hours, putting in the time. And then, unfortunately, you have an incident and ja, jy is rooi, bloedrooi van kwaadheid. Alrighty, Duplessis. Guys are still not too far from each other. Reichenbach and Duplessis. The rest is all spread out. Here or so back into the pits. Not too sure what happened there. Button will most probably gain a position depending on how long Rousseau is going to be in the pits. As you can see, it's a lack of dark. Still at 22 degrees. Man alive. We are down to 16 guys. Not fun at all. We have had Dean. Dean is still racing from second all the way, unfortunately, to fourth due to his incident. Then we got another guy down. JP, yes, we would like to do the interviews after each race. Something that Alan R would like to do, but yeah, hopefully tonight there won't be any incidences as the previous one. Yeah, the system didn't want to include all the voice chats on YouTube, but yeah, technical difficulties from time to time, and we're all in a learning process. So yeah, looking forward to next year, which we will do it a little bit more hands-on, small steps. Dean is still there, so yeah, die manne, glorious. Got the feeling it's a little bit of a rage quitting tonight due to incidences, and it's not good. It's really not good. so is still in the pits. Sorry, my chum. Righty, let's see if Duplessis is catching up to Jan Buitenbach. Four minutes to go in this race. Track team's still the same. Hopefully they have found their rhythm by now. Definitely. Because he has gained a lot of time. En die break. Ja, dit is eintlik so naby. Well done. And these guys, Jan not giving up, making that McLaren as wide as possible for this Merc not to make the pass. And he is feeling the pressure big time. The rest of the field is spread out. Victorious. Yeah. Don't want to lose, yeah. Who is in front? Most probably a slower driver. Yep. Okay, let's jump back to them. Jan going a little bit wide. Slipstream, Duplessis, slipstream, my chum. Alright, inside line. Is he going to be braking? No, yes. Ooh, a little bit of a touch. And he did make it stick. He had a little bit of a touch there, but well done, keeping the pressure, Jan. I think this is his third race with us at the moment. He's also just joined the league. 2 minutes left. Okay, Jan, just stick with your line, mate, chum. There we go. He made a little bit of error there. Oof. So I'm saying never give up. Don't push too hard. To try and make a pass. Some guys will make their own little mistakes. And it will cost them a position. Chase him down. I think the leader is on the last lap. No, not yet. Doing it soon. So far so good. This is really the only battle that I'm seeing. There it is. See here, that's a big gap. Visagie, big gap. Massey, well done for Visagie. Couldn't get into the server from early this morning. Ending up second position. Well done. Well done. Shanahan as usual. Just keeping the pace, just hanging in there. Scholl moving up to 4th position. I think it was just worked out correctly for him. Midfield in the battles went south and he just kept his head and yeah, focus on his brake markers. Frans Stoffberg, al hierdie
Alright,
manne.
man, the leader is on the final lap. Give it a final push.
Not too sure why Jan had to make a pit stop. I think he was a little bit too low in fuel, I think. Oh, that's not a good one. Sorry, Jan. Yeah, maybe a little bit of a misjudgment on the fuel. Sign of that, and obviously now Duplessis can breathe. And just enjoy the last lap of this race. Also, ons vriend is Shanahan. Let's do Shanahan if I can find him. Come on, Saunders Shanahan. Up on board with him. Into the last sector of the track. Thank you, Kevin. Congratulating Shanahan on another win on another race. All of us as well. Make the gap as big as possible from the start of the race and just get into his laps.
Leader has finished the race.
Fastest lap 1:48.462 by Shanahan as well. Well done. See a lot of red and green on the track. It's incident after incident, and still just managed to hang on, get into third position. Young, unfortunately, down to 8th. Victorious fifth position. Well done. Well done. And Sean, you are really just having race by race and just bettering yourself. You see that last corner. Okay, let's do this. Thanks, Freaky. Alright, Kellen. Fantastic. Good job. Just take a shot here. Top 3. Silver. Let's join. Let's go. Alrighty. Gonna go there. There we go. Right. Bing bada bong. Over to the next mic. Fantastic. Discord channel. There we go. Alrighty, I hope everybody can hear. JP, yes, well done to all the podium guys. Shanahan, Visagi, Kutzer, Pretorius,
Plessis, Stoffberg, Marco Patten, Jan Buitenbach, Frans Rousseau, Gavin, 10th position. And then a lot of laps down, we've got Niels Strubel, Jordan Rousseau, Dean Coetzee, who was hanging into second position for so long. Unfortunately, things went a little bit south. Then we had Mostert, Sanders, Freekie Buitenbach, 18 laps down. Obviously, guys is left. Keilen, Gerard de Bruin, Rowan van der Walt. So yeah, unfortunately. Okay, let's hope the guys are going to be joining us in here, so that we can quickly have this chat.
Logo for Anna. Hallo.
Goeienaand.
Alrighty, is julle manne hier?
Ons is hier, ja.
Fantasties.
Weet jy waar is die res nie?
Marco, don't see the channel. Marco?
Let's tweak this.
Alrighty. Let's just give them a couple of more minutes to jump in. Shannon in Pro. Shane Kutzer, not here yet, Pro. Marco Button is going to be joining us hopefully. Visagie, Charles Yasiso, and then Duplessis in his Merc.
Okay, Shane ook, né?
Fantastic. Hello, Shani. Welcome. Well done.
Hy twee ander ons hulle sien nie die kanaal nie.
Yeah, it's the same one as just below the driver's briefing channel, so not too sure why they can't find it. Ek het nie daar op my Discord nie. Oh no. Would you guys just, okay, let's just driver briefing channel, question mark. Okay. Well, we all Xbox. Sal jy's op 'n PlayStation, maar jy sien hom, so ek sien hom.
Ja.
Hoekom sien hulle nie ons channel nie, want ons 4 is nou daarin.
Ek wonder of hulle dit nie op hulle Discord al gaan follow het en wat ook al nie.
Weet ook nie. Alright, can we all just jump down to the driver's briefing? Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry guys, let's just try again. Okay. Kan julle my hoor?
Ek hoor jou.
Fantasties.
Ja, ek hoor.
Fantasties. Shane is joining us again. Ons is daar.
Ek moet hierdie meermale doen. Net sê ek hou nie van die baan nie en ek sukkel op die baan. Dan doen ek goed. Ek het dit laas gedoen met Kouta ook. Ek wou nie eens practice nie, toe wen ek my klas.
Okay, I see the guys on
Hierdie het ek het Saterdag toe sê ek net
another chat group. There's another voice channel 1 a little bit further up. I don't know if you guys can see Marku and
Yes.
sorry, we're gonna have to leave this one and join that one. Alright. Ons almal is nou weer op pad hiernatoe. Ons het te veel voice channels.
Ja,
Ja, ons kan nie daai in sien nie. Ek het nou gekyk op my foon en op die PlayStation. Hy's net nie daar nie.
Interessant. We're gonna definitely
Hy's net vir LNR members, paying members.
Ja,
paying members.
Ons het nie YouTube Premium nie.
vir private lobby. Ja, ons is daar.
Alrighty.
Oei.
Wie short ons nog? Ons short vir Shane.
Shane.
Shane is
Hier is hy.
1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Nee, ons kort nog iemand.
Du Plessis.
Du Plessis.
Varkie.
Gaan hy ons kom join. Question mark. Wow, daar sit sommer parking. Autocorrect. Alrighty, let's quickly start while we are still live on YouTube. Lekker man, hè? Well done to everybody. I think we had a not a good race, to be honest. We had a lot of crashes, unforeseen circumstances. Yeah, that wasn't a pleasant race for everybody. Freaky, Kalen, Dean, there was a couple of crashes which was not good. I'm sure one of you guys also see that in your mirrors or maybe happen in front of you. Not one of you. Okay, okay.
Ja, nou.
I was a witness. I was a witness to a few.
Okay, cool beans. Alrighty, let's start at the top. Mr. Shanahan, give us a little bit of rundown on your side towards the race and practice and what did you think about the first lap?
Yeah, practice was a little bit difficult this week, so I only practiced on Sunday. So I was hoping for rain, but it turned out quite good. Dean kept me on my toes. Not sure what happened to him. That's unfortunate. But yeah, all in all, it was a good race. Fun.
And I think you had open fresh air all the way. I mean, you made the gap a little bit big in the beginning, and you stuck to it.
Yeah, I struggled a little bit in the beginning. Looking too much in the mirror at Dean, staying at about 2.4 to 3 seconds, and then when I started opening the gap a little bit, then I started relaxing and the faster laps came.
Yeah,
So yeah, it was fun.
well done.
Enjoyed.
1:48.425, I think it was.
Yeah, something there, yes.
Fantastic. Shane,
Thanks.
off to you. You had a good battle, then you had an incident, and then you had another battle, and you just went straight on.
Yeah, it was a decent start. Jean got me there on the first corner, and then I think it was lap 4. I was going to do this chasing Dean down, and then I just braked it tiny bit too late for turn 1, and I gave him a bit of a tap there, and then I just spun there, and then a bit of a recovery from there, and then I spun again, and yeah. Not the cleanest and greatest race from me, and at night I was missing a lot of the apexes and stuff, so it was, yeah, a bit of a toughie from our side.
Definitely. Marku also all the way from, I think, 15th, 16th, or I don't know, 13th position all the way up to 7th. Well done on that.
Yeah, I think if it didn't go well at silver position on the podium, bronze went very, very bad. It wasn't a clean race at all. Incident turn 1, damage, spun around, facing the wrong way, oncoming traffic, didn't know to move or to stop. Some cars hit me. And I think I got to the podium by default from the other guys quitting after other major incidents. So a one-off podium for me, I think, in the Procross for this season.
Yeah, one is better than nothing.
Yeah, I'll take it. Not my proudest race, but I'll take the podium nonetheless.
Fantastic. Christy?
Yay.
Jy klink ver, my chom.
Nee, sal nou beter raak.
Ja, sy fantasties. Well, you had an interesting qualifying, and then run us from there. What were you? What's happening in your mind?
Yeah, I think I was just lucky to get one fast lap in the qualifying. So at least I didn't have to start in the middle of the pack. So I wasn't involved with all the shenanigans behind me. Had a good race start, and after that, just managed to keep my nose clean and put some consistent laps in. Yeah, I think Kutzer was catching me at a stage, and kept me on my toes, and I just started to see if I can just pull a gap to make it safe. So, yeah, happy with the result actually.
And you had Gerard in your mirrors as well for a little while, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, I was chasing him down first off, and then he had a little bit of a moment in the second chicane, so I managed to pass him there. And I think something happened to him a couple of laps after that, so I didn't have him for that long. So I'm lucky about that. So most of the time I had Jaja with me for a while, kept me on my toes, and he obviously had his incident. So yeah, managed to scoop up second overall.
Ja, daai tipe ding. Alrighty, then who's last on the list? Duplessis is nie. We spoke to everybody that's here, unfortunately. But yeah, thanks a lot for joining, guys.
Shaal,
Shaal,
Ja.
het ons met jou gepraat, Shaal? Jy het al so baie gepraat.
Nee,
Het ons nog met jou
nog
gepraat?
nie.
Oh no, Shaal the medic.
Ja.
Wie het gebloei
Oh,
vanaand, John? Who bled the most?
I think most of the guys played tonight. There's a lot of extrications and rescues on that track.
as ek genoeg ambulans in wat bang vir die gemors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They don't have to cut the grass for the next year because everybody else was cutting
Yes.
grass.
Yeah.
Shaal,
Nah,
give us a rundown
what can I
there on
say?
yours.
Lap 1, turn 1, the usual. A bit of argy-bargy bumping. Lost 2 positions there. Then I decided, no, you know what, just stick to the race. Just do it. Don't make any mistakes. The positions will come. And yeah, luckily, like Marco said, by hook and by crook and by default, we managed to get there. I kept my race clean. I made up some places in the pits because I didn't repair my damage. I had like 7 seconds damage, but I didn't repair it. I decided, it's not going to affect my time that much. And there I made up quite a few places. So I had a good pit stop, and from there, just a clean race, second part.
You didn't have your steering wheel at 90 degrees down the main straight, right? You didn't have that much damage.
No, luckily not.
Yeah, some of us intend to do something like that just to make it stick until the end.
No, I must say that I was lucky.
John, anything from your side?
Just once again, thanks to everybody racing. Yeah, that was fun. On to the next one.
Off to the next one. Everybody else, you guys are all in for the 11th of October?
Yes, definitely.
Yes.
No, we're going to give it a shot.
We're going to have SA Nordsfield. That's what we're going to do.
I think there's
Get the ambulances on standby.
All right, guys.
there's going to be a lot.
Yes,
Yeah.
Shaney?
I was going to say there's going to be a lot more 90-degree wheels down on that track.
Yeah, it's going to be race pace and obviously a little bit slower just to keep away from the barriers.
Mechanics, the track's going to be a mechanic's nightmare.
Yep.
Luckily we're on SimRacing, so that's all okay. Gentlemen, thank you very much. Have a good evening, and then we are going to be off to the next one.
Thanks, guys.
Cheers.
Bye.
Thank you, guys.
Bye.
Soon.
Thanks.